Internal, I apply what they call elastic force. And now it's my whole body. Do you feel the difference?
Oh, 100%.
Okay, last week we worked on what we call the master's lock in Grandmaster system. I'm not sure what the proper name is in Chinese, China terminology, but I just prefer to call it the master's lock because that's how my teacher taught me, and he was very good at it. And he knew both the internal and external way. He did it internally though. None of us knew, but that's why it was so, we just felt that power because his whole body is behind that. Now, I don't think that there is a superiority distinction between doing it externally or internally. If you have the technical understanding, this should work no matter what. Okay, I'm using external strength. I'm still using my full body. Okay, because there's still leverage going on here. So the anatomy of this lock is I'm putting pressure on all the joints. The top finger joint, the middle finger joint, the joint nearest the hand, and also I'm putting pressure on the metacarpals. The wrist joint, I'm pushing down on that elbow, and I'm actually pushing it with my body. You don't see it, but okay, that is full body power, but it's not necessarily external or not necessarily internal. Internal, I apply what they call elastic force. And now it's my whole body. Do you feel the difference?
Oh, 100%.
Okay, which is more powerful?
The second one.
Okay, the second one's more powerful and it's less effortless. I don't have to use as much strength. So this is the kind of power that you can develop into your old age, because you will lose your upper body strength, your arm strength, your biceps, triceps, all of your flexors. You will lose that as you get older. So when you learn elastic force, it's just effortless. And this is actually connected to my dantian. You all right? So when I'm moving it with my dantian, my whole body power is going into that lock. Okay, he's connected to my body, and I'm connected to he and I are moving as one. We're not two people fighting at this point. So this is what we're going to work on today. You're going to learn it externally, and then we're going to try to develop the feel for the elastic force. Okay? All right, so I'm going to do it one more time, and then you will break off into pairs. So again, I'm choking up. Notice where the top finger joint is. I've got that top finger joint in the clasp. Okay, because I want to get every joint connection. I want to get it all taut, all the way up to the shoulder. All right, one more time. This time, elastic force. All right. Okay, let's all pair off.
Does it need to be those 3 fingers, or can it be like?
It can be 4 fingers. It can be 3 fingers. Yeah, whatever. It's a good. I mean, I've seen people do it with 1 finger. Me personally, I've done it with 1 finger. I would prefer. You always try to get more than 2 fingers. Okay, I've seen masterful work with people doing it with 1 finger.
And
But-
it's easier on the partner.
Yeah. The finger can easily break. On the street, this is probably not going to work the way you think it's going to work. You're going to end up breaking his finger because they're not going to give in. They're not going to see it. You're going to do it so fast, they're not going to have time to drop. It's just going to break, especially if you use that elastic force. I did it fast enough to get a reaction from him, but slow enough that he could keep up. So here you need to take care of your partners. Also, anybody have wrist injuries?
You know,
Okay, and everybody knows mate and how to tap, right?
that's like,
All right, go ahead and pair up. Here, I'm using more of my strength, but if I push it towards him, he's doing it.
All locks have constant direct pressure to the person that's being applied. If there's any space, that's how they defeat the lock.
Yeah, they can counter it too. They can find space and use that space to get out of it. Okay, and this is easy. Okay, I'm not applying this. I'm only applying this probably about 30-40%. Okay, just to let you know. So, yeah, we're doing it externally right now, so just make sure you get that pressure towards him. All right, your turn.
Yeah, just do it once and then just work the triangle. If you don't get it, move on.
Put down and towards him. Here, pull it down towards you, and then see how the fingers. This is what I'm doing. I want you to look at what I'm doing. Okay. See what I'm doing? See the Tai Chi symbol? I'm just turning it. Okay. There's yin, yang, central equilibrium in the middle. Okay. I'm using that as an axis. I'm trying to find the Zhongding point right here. And the Zhongding point is going to be right here. Okay, so I'm turning. I'm not trying to force this into you. I'm just turning. If I turn, you're going to do the work for me. Okay, and that's not even applying the elastic force.